Hello, I am Alchemist,
And I'm Dredgewolf.
and we are here with part 3 of our series on Pillars of Eternity.
On this video series, we try to go through a game's introduction, see how it introduces you to the world and characters, and all the while making stupid mistakes and stupider jokes along the way.
All right, and here we are, and it looks like Dredgewolf is leveling up. What's going on here?
Basically, upon leveling up, you get to increase certain abilities, like your understanding of the lore, your survivalist abilities, as well as get to choose from a couple of new powers and skills. And this is what we're going through here.
So what's Deep Faith? That was up there.
Let's see. Well, we currently got Acolyte's Radiance up, which is, well, you're in a better position to actually read that damn thing since you're closer to it.
Nuanced Faith in the Gods has allowed this character to not be able to read that, apparently, because it went by too fast. Okay, so we're basically going through the ability to cast spells and work your way through the land better.
Indeed. That's pretty much what's going on here.
So there's no equipping. In fact, there's been very little equipment so far. So that this game really isn't about the stuff, is it?
Not so far.
Oh, look, we're in Cheers. Looks like a place where everybody knows your name.
Not necessarily for the right reasons, but yeah.
Okay. You put the famous and infamous, is that what you're saying?
Indeed, considering we just, waltz into town, scream at their tree, and slaughter their people.
Yeah.
If you don't understand that reference, watch part 2.
I shall.
Hey, that sounds like affirmative consent to me. So now we're in the town with all the dead people on the tree.
Indeed, and we are heading over to that exact tree right this very moment. We need to check on this dead dwarf.
There's an old song called Strange Fruit, I believe. Go ahead.
The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts.
Okay, we were starting off dark.
Yeah. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Well, normally I'd say we'd leave her the fuck alone, but we gotta go with the story, so reach out.
Oh, it's gonna be sticky.
Yeah. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, piercing all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind. A ringing electric surge runs through your mind. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes, and you feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head, and the rope creaks as she does so, and smiles at you. And she smiles at you, I should say. But, yeah.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay. What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
She sees dead people.
Oh, nothing to be afraid
Really?
of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She's far more charming than I expected.
You should see old
Yeah,
Mayor.
she's
He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company. Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Huh. Okay. So Aloth asks, "Are you all right? You seemed lost just now." He says, "That's certainly interesting." At you saying that you're a watcher. And I expect that explains how you survived a bioic. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Alright, well, let's keep going.
I'm not sure why they gave you the choice to choose let's continue on
17
when
and a
it was
half.
the only choice. It seems odd.
Yeah. Probably just to give you, enough time to read it on your own without feeling rushed.
Yeah, it could be just a timing thing. Tempo. All right, we're moving to another nap. Another nap. I wish I was having another nap. Another map.
Indeed, some sort of meadow.
So, the story is based on reincarnation, huh? Looks like we're going to get some action.
Well, not much, really. This game isn't much about dynamic combat. It's...
Yes? I shall.
You didn't have that already muted?
No. Oops. Hey, we're professionals here, right?
Well, we're supposed to at least pretend to be.
Saw you in the flames.
So, the female voice that we occasionally hear is yours?
I believe so, yes. Let's see. Squatting at the base of this statue is an incredibly ugly man with bulging red cheeks raked by pox scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome.
Holy crap, that was you.
The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap. And then, out of nowhere, there's a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Yeah, that's you on the
Pray
on the potty, huh?
statue.
That's more you.
No.
The question mark is barely there as the man makes the statement. The statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into
The
flame.
others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
Wow, way to refer to your god as a fucking whore.
Morgan got smoked. Not gonna read it, huh?
No, I was waiting for the audio to kick in. Yeah. The man smiles slightly.
The
Fucking hell,
world
whatever.
holds many whores we worship.
The world whore.
Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper, or paid for such in countless ways. But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the Deerwood of all places he should have leave to speak them? I didn't give it.
Classic internet
You probably
troll.
find names
right
as
there.
useless as I
Yeah.
do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Wow, this dude is totally anti-SJW. What? Can read that.
I am
Go
a
ahead.
missionary.
I am a
walk this
missionary.
diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot. There's things we can teach each other, if you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their muling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have.
They do know
I
you.
can see. Left their marks.
Considering you're heavier than me,
Like a trail,
I don't think so.
worming its way behind you.
you really are.
No, what was your last weigh-in?
Don't fear her jealousy.
I don't remember.
Let us
It's
see
been a
what the
month.
road holds,
Yeah.
Watcher.
Speaking of, though, it's been at least a week since I recorded this gameplay, so that's why I'm not exactly on point with what's voiceover and what isn't.
It does make for a little humor, though. All right, so now we have 3 people in the group, right?
Indeed, we have 3 party members. Well, 2 party members plus ourselves.
And in part 2, she couldn't move forward from a particular location because she hadn't gathered her. All right.
Lots of wolves are fighting now.
Well, the action here isn't exactly feverish, is it?
No, it really isn't.
It's kind of funny. It's a cool game, but the action so far, I mean, the actual combat has been spaced so far apart that it's almost an afterthought.
Yeah. And what combat is here is very slowly paced.
But again, if you got a dog of a computer, then or if you're just hanging out relaxed, sipping a cup of coffee or whatever beverage of your choosing, this game would work.
There are various other difficulty levels, so perhaps the higher level ones have more combat.
Oh, that's an important thing to mention. In part 3, there are different difficulty levels. What level are we on?
I don't remember.
There you have it, folks. Quality comes first.
I think I actually did pick story mode, so that would explain it.
Yes, it would. Thanks for pointing that out so lately. All right, we're moving to a new map.
Some nasty bog, it seems.
What?
Oh, a forest troll.
Ah. Troll in the dungeon. Thought you should know.
I shall deal with this one. That's it.
It is rather graphic, though, watching the enemies explode into meaty chunks.
Yes, and I like these sound effects. You know, the music picks up a pace. Is that a mosquito just flying around behind them to suck them dry?
No, that's a pet stone dragon that you get at the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Yeah. I think that's called foreshadowing. We've had a lot of map changes on this one, more than the previous episodes, and a little more action. I think things are starting to pick up a pace.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. A new person. Just off the side of the path into Kadnua stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Amwa, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. I believe that's how you pronounce A-U-M-A-U-A.
Alma, maybe?
The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide, toothy grin.
We're expecting him to say this line.
Yeah, it's normally when this colored text shows up, they're speaking, but
Yeah, and it has his name in front of it.
yeah. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon some of the
But
bricks
the
here.
truly interesting part is in there. And I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself.
Now
I hope
he starts
to find
to
the master
speak.
of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald. But it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests. Truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we can manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Merwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep. Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exomitl they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know. I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Great,
Once
so we're gonna have
more
creepy
through the
stalkers
gates.
following us
With
now.
more success this time, I hope.
Well, we got some,
Yeah, we should have some action coming up.
Brave Dalfila.
some spooky ghosts. That was funny, just
Yeah.
ominous casting, and then all of a sudden, oh my!
Ermagerd.
That's an outdated meme right there.
An oldie but a goodie.
Curses!
So what do we have next?
Looks like more combat. These grounds are infested with spirits.
Brave
Oh, more ghosties.
Wow, my character got freaking hammered. She's at less than half health, and she's really just getting the shit kicked out of her by all these ghosts.
Not quite up to the task, apparently.
Well, I'd like to see you take on 5 ghosts at once.
They're ghosts. They can't do anything. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, apparently these ghosts can hurt.
Speaking of which, I watched Ghostbusters again recently. You know, that movie is still hilarious.
I watched it. I thought it was okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that was okay.
No, it's friggin' awesome.
I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it.
La Garu, be on seek!
Sometimes I don't even know who you are. I wield the sacred fire of honor. You shall not pass.
I understood that reference.
Okay, there you go.
Lord of the Rings, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Wow. Well, you know what it's like in story mode? I bet it's a little more frantic in non-story mode.
Yeah.
But that's alright. This is relaxing. And you know what? Those ghosts sound squishy. I wouldn't expect a ghost to squish. But these guys are definitely squishy.
Yeah, get my character who only has 15 freaking health. Get them to run away from the combat.
How long? What does it take to Heal up.
You have to do a rest, which is what I'm doing right now.
Ah.
This resting recovers your health as well as all your spells.
Good idea.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for part 3 here. We just run into this building right here to check and see what's going on. But, yeah, there's...
Well, we got one more map change before we're out.
We actually had the timer up this time, so we know how much longer is left in the video.
That's right. You thought we were lame. You were wrong.
No, they're still right.
Actually, back there, my quote should have been something from when Aragorn goes through the Dimwalled Gate. The way is shut. The dead keep it.
All right. Well, why don't we do our little outro now?
All right. I think that's about it. Thank you so much for going along with us on our little journey.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed our content.
Even if you didn't, do it anyway. I mean, what's your problem? And stay tuned. We'll have another series coming up soon. Adios, muchachos.
Later, guys. Have a good day.